Caviar has long been hailed as the black diamond of the culinary world, a delicacy that doesn't just tantalize the taste buds, but carries with it an aura of exclusivity, elegance, and indulgence. Just one spoonful of this rich, buttery roe melts on the tongue like silk, sending waves of umami flavor across the palate. But behind that tiny glistening tin, often selling for over $120 an ounce, lies a story of rarity, patience, and meticulous care. What exactly makes caviar so expensive? Why is it considered the pinnacle of luxury cuisine? The answer lies not just in the product itself, but in the extraordinary process that transforms a fish egg into a symbol of prestige. Salted sturgeon caviar. The most coveted type comes from the roe of mature female sturgeon, producing premium. Caviar is a test of time and commitment, one that can take anywhere from 14 to 20 years to complete. Yes, that's right. The finest caviar in the world takes nearly 2 decades to mature. The story begins in the Caspian Sea, the world's largest enclosed inland body of water. Bordered by Russia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Iran, and Azerbaijan. This region is home to the most prized sturgeon species on Earth, including the legendary beluga. Among connoisseurs, beluga caviar is considered the holy grail, known for its large, glossy pearls and a flavor so delicate and nuanced that it can silence even the loudest dinner party. 3 primary sturgeon species dominate the global caviar market: beluga, osetra, and sevrogu, with beluga being the rarest and most expensive. Depending on the species, sturgeon can take between 7 and 20 years to reach sexual maturity. These massive ancient fish, often called living fossils, can grow between 4 to 6 feet in length and weigh around 120 pounds, carrying up to 12% of their body weight in roe. That means a single mature sturgeon can yield over 10 pounds of eggs. But the rarity, combined with overfishing and environmental degradation, has pushed wild sturgeon populations to the brink of extinction. To meet rising demand while protecting these endangered species, the caviar industry has shifted focus to sustainable aquaculture. Modern sturgeon farms now produce roughly 28 tons of caviar each year, helping to maintain supply without compromising biodiversity. One standout facility in this effort is Marshallburg Farm, located in North Carolina. It's one of the largest caviar producers in the United States. Marshallburg is a shining example of how advanced technology, science, and conservation can work together to create a world-class product. Inside the farm, enormous indoor tanks house thousands of young sturgeon, raised in carefully controlled environments. These tanks replicate the natural habitat of the fish while eliminating predators and reducing risk, significantly increasing survival rates. Every detail is monitored, from water temperature and oxygen levels to feed quality and filtration. One of the farm's innovations is its cutting-edge biofiltration system, which uses tiny plastic biowheels to provide massive surface area for beneficial bacteria, keeping the water clean and oxygen-rich. Each year, Marshallburg breeds up to 2 million juvenile sturgeon. A single female can produce between 300,000 and 800,000 eggs, though only about 65% successfully hatch. Beyond just farming, Marshallburg is deeply committed to conservation. To date, the farm has donated more than 160,000 juvenile sturgeon back into their native habitats, helping to rebuild dwindling populations. When the baby sturgeon hatch, they're fed a high-protein pellet diet to ensure robust growth from the start. Feeding the fish alone can cost as much as $40,000 a month. A serious investment, but one that's essential for raising healthy, top-quality fish. With beluga sturgeon, identifying gender is no easy feat. It takes about 5 years before farmers can tell males from females. Once identified, fish are transferred to outdoor artificial ponds specially designed with oxygen-rich water to optimize their growth and comfort. These ponds mimic natural rivers and lakes, giving the sturgeon room to move and thrive. After About 10 years, the fish grow to more than 3 feet long and begin to develop their roe. At this point, they look remarkably like sleek, armored mini sharks. Farm workers carefully lift the mature fish and use ultrasound technology to scan their abdomens. These scans reveal the reproductive status of the female, including egg size, quantity, and texture. This data allows the farm to pinpoint the perfect moment for harvest. Timing is everything. Harvest too early, and the eggs won't be fully developed. Wait too long, and the quality begins to drop. Fish that don't meet the ideal criteria are returned to the ponds to continue growing, a process that helps maintain quality and sustainability. When it's finally time to harvest, the sturgeon is handled with the utmost care. The fish is placed in a supportive sling, lifted gently, and transported to the processing facility. There, it undergoes a specialized water spray system that cleans the skin without damaging it, ensuring hygienic conditions before the delicate operation begins. Inside the facility, trained professionals open the fish with precision, carefully extracting the roe sacs without breaking them. The eggs are incredibly fragile, and one slip can compromise the entire batch. Animal welfare is a priority at top-tier farms. Instead of the inhumane practices used in some commercial fishing operations where fish are left to suffocate, Marshallberg uses humane, stunning methods. Workers deliver a swift, controlled blow to the head using a specialized hammer, rendering the fish unconscious in seconds and preventing any suffering. This humane approach not only aligns with ethical standards, but also preserves the integrity of the roe. Once the roe is removed, the rest of the fish doesn't go to waste. The meat is processed and sold, often smoked or filleted, while other parts are used in fertilizers or pet food. The extracted roe is gently rinsed and passed through mesh screens to remove any impurities. It's then salted using the Malasom method, a traditional Russian technique that uses minimal salt to preserve the natural flavor of the eggs. The caviar is weighed, packed into sterilized tins, and stored in chilled rooms to maintain freshness. Each tin is labeled with batch codes, allowing full traceability from fish to fork. What you're left with is a tiny tin of shimmering black or golden pearls each, one bursting with flavor, texture, and history. From the clean tanks of North Carolina to elegant tables in New York, Los Angeles, and beyond, caviar has made its way from ancient rivers to modern American luxury. And with sustainable aquaculture leading the way, this once endangered delicacy is becoming more accessible without compromising on quality or ethics.